Interstate gang, welcome back to the channel. As y'all can see, we got the combo. First fill up. Now we ain't gonna fill up the reefer tank. We just gonna fill up the tanks, get ready for next week. Go ahead and put a little fuel up in it. And then today we are pretty much gonna be talking about multi-temp trailer. We're not gonna really talk about the multi-temp trailer. We're just gonna pretty much talk about how I'm successful as an LTL driver and just pretty much go over all the equipment. So today we're gonna be going down to Carrier, picking up 2 brand new bulkheads, all black. And just wanna show y'all how that process go. And then we're gonna kinda go over how I'm gonna be successful as an LTL driver and go over all the different equipment. So let's get this fuel and let's get this video going, y'all. All right, gang, so we are at the TA west of Columbus off of 70. It's also a Pilot right down the street. So this is actually, I'm raw dogging the handle, y'all. I ain't got no gloves, no nothing. I'm pretty much out here naked. I don't got much, so I didn't put everything in the truck. We still got to take the trailer back to London, and we still got to take the truck back to Greg so I can put all my stuff in there. And then London still got a lot more stuff to do on the trailer. So my biggest thing right now, y'all, is just me really just taking my time on everything that I do, which I've always been the type to take my time. But now that we got this set up, you gotta really slow down and watch what you're doing. This trailer, man, this truck combined now, it's a hell of a feeling, trust me. Hell of a feeling, and I'm blessed, y'all. So we're gonna fill the tanks up, get her ready for next week, and then yeah. But and just in this video today, we're gonna show you all the equipment from pallet jack, bulkheads, straps, E-track bars, load locks, everything that I use inside of my truck, y'all. And I'm gonna take y'all down here at Carrier, maybe meet the guys or the actual person that helped me spec my bulkheads, get his information. So if you guys are in the Columbus area and you need bulkheads built, you can call these guys. And just a little gem for everybody, that's all. Just passing on the knowledge, you know, because I pretty much had to do this myself. I had to do pretty much everything myself. I had to learn myself. So if I can pass on the knowledge, I'm definitely gonna do it for you guys. So let's get this fuel. Let's keep moving, y'all. Nervous, y'all. Good God Almighty. We blessed, y'all. We blessed. We blessed by the best, man. That hustle will get you some crazy things in life, y'all. Just keep hustling, man. Believe in yourself, man. Come on. Let's keep hustling, y'all. Just because we got this, that don't mean let up. We got to keep going, y'all. Let's go get these bulkheads. All right, gang. So we made it down here to the Carrier where we getting our bulkheads at. Ugh. Go up in here, see what's up. Probably got to back into one of these doors. We our first dock we done bumped. But man, I can't say nothing. I'm speechless, y'all. Like I'm speechless. This is just, I don't know. It just ain't really, it ain't set in yet, y'all. I haven't been able to digest what position that I'm in right now, y'all, and the type of equipment that I got. I haven't had time to let it all out either. I just been going and going, trying to get things done, and I haven't really had time. So, but all I can say, man, is I'm happy, I'm blessed, man, and I don't know. I just thank the man up above, man. Thank God. Give him all the glory. And I'll continue to praise him, man. Continue to give him all of my success. He's the reason behind all of it. Yeah, man. So, appreciate it.
Not the one on this end of the block, but you go to the center or on the outside. They're right there in those side note boxes.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay.
You just pick whatever works easier for you.
I'm gonna go to the far left one, right here.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll get these out of our way.
Sounds good, brother. Thank you, man. I can go through here?
Yes.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. Oh, man, I'm grateful. I am grateful. Let's get backed up into this dock, y'all. Yeah. Move some of this out your way, man.
Yeah. How far you want to go with it?
Yeah, we'll just lean them against the walls. Perfect. If they fall, I won't damage nothing. They red?
Red.
I asked for black.
Yeah, all ITP products are red.
I talked to Bruce. I told him black.
Yeah, they only come red though. Like Terry's the one who kicked your information to us. He's from ITP. That's who you call first.
Yeah. I put it in with Bruce, Terry. I told him I wanted black. The skinny bunnies, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They special order. They got the straps, the E-tracks on it and everything.
Yep.
Got the left side, got the vent door.
If you look on the top of that other box, it probably has all that on.
Okay. I mean, if it's red, they so damn expensive. I don't even care. I'm not gonna wait. So red it is, but yeah, I told them black.
Yeah, skinny bun. They call them twos for whatever
Okay.
it is they order. There's one. This is one of two
Perfect.
pieces.
Okay. All right, man. I ain't gonna make it a big deal. I'm just happy I got them.
Fair enough.
They hard. They already hard to get.
You ain't kidding that. I'm
Man.
surprised he got them as quick as he did.
Yeah, man. All right, cool. Yeah. Appreciate it, man. I'll probably just lay them on the floor.
Man, same deal.
Yeah.
Need something in the future, let us know.
Most definitely, man. Thank you so much.
Remind us of that, them being the wrong color. And we'll take care of you on something else.
Okay, cool, man. All right, gang. We got the bulkheads put in. Got my bars put up for both EVAPs. And we about to go over everything inside the trailer. Another one right up here. And that's just pretty much giving people a notice about the clearance of the EVAPs. Even though I got protective cages around them, they can still get damaged pretty much. So right now, got the reefer on just because it's hot outside. I got the doors open, and hopefully the cold air to keep like the mosquitoes out and stuff like that. So we're gonna try to go over everything, try to go over the cost of everything, and try to demonstrate some things when it comes to, you know, doing multi-temp stuff, dealing with equipment, how to use different equipment, how you can be an asset with a multi-temp trailer, and you know, kind of explaining different things about a multi-temp trailer versus a single temp trailer. So, you know, this is a tri-temp trailer, meaning that I got the main unit, which the main unit powers these two EVAPs right here, the two evaporators. Everything comes off of the main unit, and the main unit is right up front where you haul mostly like the deep frozen stuff, but it is times where you will haul fresh in the nose, you might haul frozen in the middle, and you might haul fresh on the rear end, or you can haul frozen on the rear end, fresh, frozen, or whatever it may be. You know, it's so many different things that you can do with this trailer, and it can really be an asset to you. You can make great money with it, especially if you're dealing with the right people. Usually when you got a trailer like this, it's for one or two reasons. One, you may be running direct with a customer, or two, you're really trying to get away from single temp stuff where there is a lot of claims, and when you pull an LTO freight, a lot of people still do the frozen and fresh on one trailer and go off of one temperature, like 0 degrees, and they may wrap the fresh pallets, and that kind of keeps it from freezing, but it's very risky. Even though it's wrapped, you can still have claims, especially if you're dealing with a receiver that is like super heavy when it comes to temperature control. So me, I invested into a multi-temp trailer just because I wanted to get out of the single temp game, and I really wanted to put myself in a different division, a specialized division, to make more money, to be able to be more consistent, and to be able to protect myself too. So I decided to, you know, invest into a multi-temp trailer. So let's kind of go over everything, the cost of everything, and, you know, we talk a little bit more about it. Okay, so the first thing that I did, y'all, I implemented these warning signs to, you know, give people awareness, you know, that I do got cameras inside, which I do. I have cameras inside, another one up there on the other EVAP. And also, I installed E-tracks on the rear to, you know, show people that this is a low clearance. If I ever need to take them down and I'm on the dock, I'll take them down if I get some high pallets. And when I get home, I gotta put one up here. We had already built the holes for it, but I wasn't able to get to it, so I had to take it like it was. And we're gonna put them on the front of the, you know, EVAP too, because when you coming off, you got some people that are not used to not staying out of the left lane. When you're doing this type of freight, you really gotta utilize the right lane and not grab freight on this side and then try to bag all the way up, because that's when you start to hit this EVAP right here. So also got stay out the walls really big on both sides. And turn my light back on. So I got it on this side too. When it comes to getting Save-A-Load low bars, if you can get anywhere from like 7 to 12 low bars, that's really, really good. These are the best low bars on the market. So that is the information right there. Pause the video, hopefully you can see it. Save-A-Load low bars, and I got those from Parts. I forgot what the company was called, but I think it's like only a few companies you can get them from. So right now I'm running 6 low bars. I haven't really needed any more low bars because I also got E-Track straps and I also got E-Track low bars up there. So I am going to order another 4 more. I'll give myself at least 10 of them. So I feel a little bit more comfortable with 10. But these usually go for a 2-pack, anywhere from $200 to $250 for a set. So all of these cost me anywhere around $800 to $900 total. So these are hydraulic too also. These are really, really great low bars, y'all. You know, you don't have to worry about putting holes in your wall and different things like that. You know, you can kind of get away from those other low bars to where they can kind of put holes in your wall or they fall down when the temperature get real, real low, or let's just say when your walls sweat, they can fall down really, really easy. So decided to, you know, invest in the Save-A-Load low bars. So going over here to my pallet jack. I do not run like a electric pallet jack. I run a manual pallet jack because that's just what I like to do. You know, me, I have a duct floor, which it's a little bit harder to move around with a duct floor and a pallet jack just because these floors get slippery. You move around in them and you slide, and then it's hard to move pallets. But me, I accept the challenge. But these can get damaged a little bit more easier than a flat floor. The flat floor is a little bit more durable. But as far as for ventilation and circulation and stuff like that, you know, these can, you know, this floor goes up under the pallets and you can recirculate the air. And also you can get air, run the air back up through your EVAPs and different things like that to where you can get good circulation. So I bought this Global Industry. This was $600, about $500 and something dollars, I believe. This is a real heavy duty pallet jack. I was talking to my boy. He said get some steel wheels. They move a little bit better on the duct floors. My next trailer, I don't know. I may order a flat floor. I don't know. We'll see. But this pallet jack is 6,600 weight capacity, I believe, or 6,000 weight capacity. This has been a good pallet jack for me. And next thing I got to invest in is a pallet jack stopper, to where it's like a rubber mat and it stops the pallet jack from moving back and forth when you're driving your truck down the road. So if you're doing LTL freight, definitely get you a pallet jack, get you some Save-A-Load low bars. These will really help you be successful in the LTL game. So going over to my bulkheads. When you dealing with a tri-temp, if you're dealing with a dual temp, you know, you can get two bulkheads. I wouldn't necessarily say it's necessary because you got everything up here. Let's just say you put 20 pallets right here or whatever it may be. Then you would throw the bulkhead up because all of that section is frozen. And let's just say you throw maybe 10 pallets back here and your evap is on the rear for a dual temp. Usually that's where it is for a dual temp. You have this bulkhead up through there to block all of that off and have that frozen. Then you'll have like the next 10 pallets right up in here, and that unit will run this fresh right here, and this bulkhead will separate the two temperatures as far as the dual temp. But you see some guys that run, you know, 2 bulkheads just in case. You know, some people may have a dry freight. You know, just all depends on how they trying to do things. They might have dry freight in the center and frozen in the nose, and you know they have fresh on the back end. You never know. So some people usually may carry another bulkhead, but I need to carry 2 bulkheads because I got to block off 3 different temperatures. I got to block off the nose, the center, and the rear is already blocked off from one of these skinny bunnies bulkheads because I got the back doors and this will be blocked off. So for an example, let's say we put 10 pallets up there, move this bulkhead, and we put it right here. So this is the bulkhead. So the bulkhead is up 10 pallets. Now we got to put some freight in the center, and we're gonna run this at fresh. That's the bulkhead. We're gonna run that at fresh. So let's say we put another 10 pallets right here. Boom, we put another bulkhead. So now I already done utilized 2 bulkheads, which is these 2 bulkheads. This one is up there on the 10 pallets. This one is up here, right here, within the other 10 pallets. So now I already have this section blocked off right here. So the bulkhead is right here. It's blocked off. Now I got the back doors to block off the rest of any type of air or anything like that. The back doors is pretty much, you could say, a bulkhead, you know what I mean? So now I have my 3 temperatures blocked off, and I can run anywhere from -22 all the way up to whatever I need to run the last temperature. So these bulkheads are very, very expensive. I got skinny bun foldable bulkheads, and I also had them spec'd out to my trailer. That's why you see my E-tracks line up with the skinny bunny E-tracks. And this is really something good to have because you don't have to put load locks up on them to hold them up and stuff like that. You know, you put the E-track on the skinny bunnies and it'll go directly with your E-tracks. You just do measurements, get it into your dealer. They'll get you some bulkheads built. As of right now, it's taking anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks to get bulkheads built. Mine was right on time. I didn't have an issue. I also got on the left side, I could have got 2, but I did 1 just because my EVAPs are actually on the left side. So if I want to get good airflow, and let's just say one may be struggling with airflow because you block off the airflow when you put the bulkhead up, I can just maybe open up one of these vent doors and I can circulate some good air going through each vent. You know, let's just say this section right here may be -10, but this is 38 or whatever it may be, 36, but I don't got good circulation. I can, you know, crack this -10, get some airflow going through, and it'll be able to circulate that air and possibly cool it down, you know, but you still got to watch the temperature and stuff like that because, you know, things do happen. So these are very expensive, but they are needed when it comes to doing this type of freight. So these cost me $2,800 for both of them. You also got shipping and handling and stuff like that that you got to pay for, which is like $300 to $400. So these is $2,800, and they are really, really worth it. So this is just my step stool, you know, to get me up and down off of the polished back end. And I'll put some D-track low bars up here to kind of, you know, if I'm not getting a lot of freight, just to block that off and stop people from, you know, hitting my bulkhead up here on the front. So airhead, bulkhead, whatever you want to call it. And I just move it back and forth depending on what type of freight and how many pallets I'm getting. So we got to put an E-track low bar. We got to put them over here too. So, but yeah, that's pretty much everything as far as with the trailer, y'all. And this trailer has been, it's been a lifesaver, man. It's been a good trailer so far. We only ran maybe 3 or 4 loads in it, and I'm looking forward to the future to see how everything play out. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it, y'all. So that's pretty much everything. Oh, well, we could talk about how, you know, what this differs from the single temp and the multi-temp. Well, single temp, you only can run 1 actual temperature. People do still sometimes run 2 temperature in it. They might have a bulkhead, run frozen on the front, and then behind that bulkhead, you know, it may be a fresh pallet that they got to wrap to keep cool. But in order to keep it cool, you know, you got to really, really monitor your front temperature in order for your rear temperature to be within what you need it to be. So it's good to kind of have a thermal gun so you can kind of really figure out what that temperature of that product is, because that's really risky to take, you know, to really take on, not having no evap back here, just throwing on fresh on the back end and just relying on, you know, air circulation to keep everything cool on the back end when you got that bulkhead up. So, you know, single temp and running LTL with multiple temperatures is really risky, and you really got to monitor that freight. You got to really babysit that freight. But when you get into multi-temp and you got a dual temp or a tri-temp, you can really just monitor the temperature from the front unit and looking at the monitor, and it'll tell you exactly what the temperature is. So we're gonna go outside and I'm gonna show y'all how to work that monitor and how to cut on evaps, cut off evaps, and set temperatures and different things like that. So multi-temp, you can really be an asset. You can make great money. More than likely, you're not running on a load board with these type of trailers. You got a direct customer you're hauling for, and they keeping you busy. And you know, single temp, pretty much you can run on the load board, and you can still have direct customers with it. But you know, just one of those things I decided to get out of, man. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give y'all a demonstration on how to move a bulkhead too, real quick, and then we're gonna set that up in the front, get that taken care of, and we'll end this video out. All right, gang, so I'm gonna show you how to move a bulkhead. It's pretty simple, it's pretty easy. Just take a small little bit of strength. This one right here, this handle right here, one of the bolts a little bit loose, so I gotta watch how I move it. I gotta use these two handles. So usually it'll be on the wall, and you can easily just push it. Use your feet. Usually when you get a bulkhead, you'll get like a small little kick. It's like a kick plate down here. It's pretty hard down there. You can just push it up. You don't have to, you know, shove it or kick it really hard. Give it a nice little push up against the wall, and you're right back on the wall. You know, so how I usually do a bulkhead, I just bend it, depending on where I'm going with it. Usually if I'm going a little bit farther, depending on how many pallets I got, you can kind of figure out where you need to put your bulkhead up. So if you got like in the nose before this center evap, you got like 10 pallets, more than likely you're gonna pretty much go right, or 8 pallets, you're gonna pretty much go right in front of this evap. So kind of leave it right here to where it's close to the evap. I don't gotta do much moving. So what I like to do is I like to pull and then push right here. It should push over more over there, see? And then can't move. Push up more right here. And usually you'll have freight behind it, so it'll be easier for you to put it up against the freight. Pull it back some. And then what I like to do, that'll block off the air. Make sure everything is sealed tight. You don't got like no air coming through, because if you got air coming through, usually it's not put up right. So make sure each corner is tight, the bottom is tight. And then what I like to do is just set up my E-tracks. Set them up on both sides, and then I'll pull the strap, keep it tight. And usually I got freight on the other side. I'll probably put like a couple low bars just to make sure everything is nice and secure. Might put a couple straps just to make sure everything is nice and secure. Then I might throw maybe 2 low bars in front of this just to make sure it doesn't move. Another trick I like to do, I'll probably throw a low bar in between these handles just to make sure it don't move too. So I can put one in between the handles, and then I can maybe have 2 vertically. So that's how I put up a low bar. Show you how I take it down. Just doing kind of like the complete opposite. Just bend, push, bend. There you go, pull. Use your foot, push, push. So doing it like this, you can kind of, you know, extend the life of your bulkheads. You know, you don't gotta be rough with them. You know, they can get damaged pretty easily. And you don't want these to get damaged because they cost a lot of money. So that's the last thing you want. And really just protect your assets, man. And yeah, that's how I put a bulkhead up. So we cut the lights off, and we probably cut the trailer off. We ain't gotta do nothing but be at 38 tomorrow, and I'll cut it on in the morning. I got things to do in the morning, so put this chair up. So yeah, y'all, that's how I do this stuff inside the trailer. Let's go over to the unit. I'm gonna close this video out. Well, a good thing it is, it's dark, so you can see everything really good. Okay, so we got the box tent. If you see these 3 little bars right here, it'll kind of tell you what's running. So right now, I got all the EVAPs on. All of them are on. To cut something off, you just hit that, hit the middle button, hit the left rear button, and that'll cut everything off. So if I want the front unit on, that's C1. If I want the front unit on, that's C1. If I want the middle unit on, that's C2. If I want the rear unit on, that's C3. So you will cut that on. So, all right, we got the front unit cut on. Let's say I want to cut the middle unit on, cut the rear unit on. All of them will come on. I'm gonna show you how to change the tent. That little box that I showed you is gonna get highlighted each section, and then that's how you change. That's how you change it. So that's the middle unit. That's the rear unit. It's showing you the example of the trailer. This is the front unit. So I want to change the front unit, which is the unit that we're on right now. I want to change it to 0. We got that set. Now I want to change the middle unit. We got to wait for it to get highlighted. Now I want to change the middle unit to 28. That's the middle unit. Now I want to change the rear unit. Gotta wait for it to get highlighted. That's the rear unit. One changes to 32. So that's everything right there. And all you're doing is using these black keys right here to control everything. So I got everything set. Front unit 0, middle unit 28, and the last unit is 32. So that's how you use it, y'all. I guess daytime would have been a little bit better, but it ain't nothing but the keys right here, and all you gotta do is hit the menu button, and then it'll show up on and off, and then you hit the middle button right up under. You hit these buttons right up under the settings of them. If you wanna go back, you just hit menu, and it go all the way back, and yeah, so. All right, gang, so that's everything for this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Picked the bulkheads up. Got fuel for the first time with the truck, man, and kind of just going over everything that I spent, the cost of everything, how you can be productive, how you can be successful, how you can be efficient with having a multi-temp trailer. And yeah, make sure if you do get one of these trailers, you always putting locks on your trailer when you get done unloading, or let's just say you empty, you sitting at a truck stop, because a lot of that stuff back there is high valuable stuff, high valuable equipment. And it takes some time to get, especially those bulkheads. You don't want to lose those bulkheads. You don't want to lose those low bars or that pallet jack. And trust me, people will take that stuff, man. So definitely make sure you locking your trailers up after you get done unloaded, maybe done for the day, just to protect yourself and, you know, protect your assets too, man. So, but other than that, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, giving y'all something a little bit different, just showing y'all, you know, different things with the trailer and stuff like that. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, that post notification bell. Continue to like, comment, and do all that great stuff, y'all. Let's continue to build this channel and keep going, and finally about to be back on the road, man. I'm excited. So, you know, thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all, and see y'all in the next video. Peace.